Come inside and check low. Relax yourself and let the sugar love flow.
Hey guys, welcome to the Commander Lounge. So how was your guys' pre-releases? I had a lot of fun at mine. I ended up doing decent. I ended up going 2-2, and luckily my local game store does. Whenever you win a game, you get one pack of Battle and one pack of Oath of the Gatewatch. So I have 4 packs for us to open in a little bit. But now I'm gonna go into my deck that I played. I ended up building just like basically Bant good stuff. Like there's some small synergies in there. Like I really just wanted to pick value creatures. I really couldn't find anything good synergy wise. I didn't really want to play blue, but it seemed like that's where my only good quote unquote removal was. I wasn't getting great removal. My openings wasn't crazy good, but I was able to put together a deck that was actually really consistent. And so yeah, once again I went 2-2. You know, I'm a little bummed I didn't get to play Commander today, but I did get to play Legacy when I first came in, and then by the time I was done that, there wasn't enough time to play Commander, unfortunately. So yeah, played some games, had an amazing time. You know, everybody was nice. I heard stories about people being, you know, sore losers and stuff, but that happens. Uh, so yeah, let's get into the deck, and this is, I guess it's Bant mid-range, or Bant good stuff, whatever you want to call it. It started out with Corrupted Crossroads, which I basically had this in here mainly for Endbringer, and the ability was useful because I have 3. I only had 3 Devoid cards, but it seemed fine because mainly go. It's better than just playing just a waste and always having colorless. And then Meandering River, I had that because that was my only color fixing I opened besides the other card. And then we ran 4 islands, 5 plains, and 6 forests. There you go. So now we're getting our 2 drops. Stonehaven Medic was mainly in here because it was a 2-drop I needed. I really wanted something more aggressive, but unfortunately this is literally, out of the 3 colors I was playing, this was the only 2-drop I had left to play. So I was like, okay, he did nothing much. He gave me some life, and then I died afterwards. So he wasn't that great. Core Castigator, 2 mana for a 3/1's fine. I mean, this was never relevant for me, but 2 mana 3/1's pretty aggressive. I like that for mid range. Sylvan Advocate, I didn't see that much. I didn't see it till like I think the last game. By the way, it's my promo card. It's pretty promo. But I mean, it's a solid card. I mean, it's a 2/3 vigilance for 2. Well, you can't, you know, there's nothing wrong about that. It's amazing, and it just gets better later in the game. So it's a great card. It just didn't do too much when I played it. Lead by Example is basically a combat trick because it's an instant speed support. But I mean, it ends up, it's not just combat trick, because most combat tricks usually end, but this never ends because it's putting them all on counter, so that's pretty nice. And Tightening Coils, I actually never got to play this. I played with this before, and it's not an impressive removal, but it's what I had for blue. It's usually pretty good, especially when you can knock somebody down with flying, but I never saw it, so I can't tell you exactly how it did today. And we go into our 3 drops. Chorus Scythe Master was awesome. Being able to make him a first striker is really aggressive. Wall of Resurgence was awesome. Probably one of my MVP cards. I love this card. Just being able to, you know, bring it out and awaken something. It's just it's just so much value. It's so good. I really, really, really like this card. Cultivator Drone. This was another way so I could fix up for my one waste spell, which is Endbringer, which you'll see in a little bit. So, he's alright. He's a body. Halimar Tidecaller never got the combo with making my one awakened creature have flying, whatever. It was just basically a 2/3. So, Lantern Scout. This actually did a lot of work. I was surprised how much work this did. I was surprised how many allies I had in this deck when I built it. You know, I just threw it in there because it was a 3-drop, and I looked at it, I was like, oh, I actually got a couple allies. Sweet. So, I mean, there was one time I gained, like, in just one swing, I think I gained, like, 15 life or something like that. It was pretty sweet. It was a great card. And we got Alpha Protector. Just once again, it's just another drop that I had that I needed. You know, 1/4 vigilance, it's whatever. It's just a creature that I needed. Make a Stand was awesome. Another great card. I used it defensively and offensively, and I got it in a pretty foil. So art's awesome. The card's awesome. It's great, especially if you're going wide with creatures. This is a great card. It did a lot of work for me. Containment Membrane. I did see these a lot. Of course, I had 2 of them. It's a great card, even though it doesn't tap them down. There's always going to be a time you're going to take a hit, and you're like, all right, well, next turn I'm going to make sure. And the Surge was actually relevant for me. Usually, I didn't think Surge was going to do a lot of work for me, but in this it did. So, it's awesome. And we have Sweep Away. Sweep Away was awesome. Sweep Away was like my other pseudo removal. I don't think I ever cast this when somebody attacked me. I think most of the times, actually maybe I did it once, but most of the times I was doing it in a tempo response to my aggressive creatures. Like as soon as they brought out a creature, I was like, okay, let's put that back to your hand so I can attack for another turn with my little guys. So yeah. And then Eyeless Watcher, once again, another way so I can play Endbringer. Maybe activate the ability and stuff, or just ramp. So it seemed pretty good. Cloud Manta is just a great card. It did what it needed to do. Giant Manus, I think I got to play it once. I don't know. It's a great card, but just not very memorable in this pre-release. Munda's Vanguard, however, the first game I played, absolutely went crazy. Went wide with all those core ally guys. And then I just started tapping. I think it was like 3 straight turns of tapping to put 1/1 counters on. I was like, okay, now I can Hulk Smash in for the win. This card got out of hand. Great limited card. And there's the Tajiri Path Warden. I think every time I played this, it died. Why did it die? Because it needed to die. I think there was no, I don't think there was one game where it stayed alive, so, oh well. It's just that good a card. Dwar Owl Avenger, once again, it was another one of those cards. I was just like, I need a creature. It's here. Like, it's not an impressive creature. I did Surge it once, I think, but, I mean, it's alright, I guess. And then we have Endbringer, and Endbringer was nuts. And, I think I kind of misused it in the beginning, because I thought it only untapped on every other player's untap step instead of mine, but it untaps on both. And that was kind of dumb, because, I mean, the card's so good now that I know it does both. Like, I knew in the middle of the tournament, I found that out, and I was like, wow, I'm using this wrong. So, yeah, Endbringer's really, really, really good. And then last but not least is Oran Reef Hydra. This card was supposed to do work one of my games, but I misplayed it. The guy had a burn spell that did 5 damage, and I played it after I put a land out, and I wasn't gonna take it back because I kind of I found that out near right when I was about to hit my end step, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna take it back. But he should have survived. And I actually might have won the game because of that. I don't know, but unfortunately, we will never know. So yeah, that was my, I guess, Bant mid-range pre-release deck. So yeah, let me know how you guys pulled and everything. Let me know if you guys pulled anything crazy, built any fun decks. This was like a milestone for me because I've always done like two color decks, and I would splash a 3rd color here and there, but this was like the first really consistent 3-color deck I think I've ever built. Well, maybe I did build Mardu in Cons. I think I did, but that's easier to do, with those kind of mana costs and stuff. But this was actually the first time it kind of felt like I snugged like nice and comfortably into a 3-color deck that was balanced. So that's a milestone for me. Let me know if you guys hit any milestones. Let me know if you guys did anything really fun at the pre-release. Oh yeah, another thing that was cool about my pre-release, not only did I win packs, but I also won a Squirrel playmat. Yeah. So, yeah. That was pretty sweet. And, yeah, once again, just let me know how your guys' pre-release went. Let me know if my tips from earlier helped. So yeah, don't forget, like, favorite, and subscribe. And take it easy, guys. Ball bobble.